Hello everybody, it's Techno here. Today I'm going to show you how to find Kyogre in Pokémon Emerald version. You can start off by flying over to Fortree City, and there's one requirement beforehand, and that's that you have beaten the game, seen the credits roll. You can check your trainer card to see if you have a Hall of Fame debut timestamp on there. If you do, you're good to go. From the Pokemon Center in Fortree City, make your way to the left into Route 119 and follow the road to the bridge over here that will lead you to the Weather Institute. You can go inside the Weather Institute, and there is a staircase in the upper right-hand corner that'll lead you to the second floor. Once you're inside the second floor, you'll notice a meteorologist in the back corner over here, and he's going to talk about some interesting weather patterns across Hoenn. If he mentions a drought, that's not really what you want. That doesn't sound like Kyogre. You're going to need it to say heavy rainfall. So if it says drought like this, what you want to do is end the conversation and then just go to the exits over here where we just came from, and then go right back in the door, go back upstairs again. That's going to reset the conversation and have him choose a different weather pattern or a different location. And as you can see now, he's going to mention heavy rainfall. That's what we want. Now he can mention 4 separate routes, and in each of those routes there's 2 possible locations for Kyogre, totaling 8 separate locations Kyogre might be at. We're going to go through all 8 of them. If he says Route 129, you want to start off by flying to Pacific Log Town, and from the Pokemon Center make your way down the road and go to the right. You can surf right off the bridge over here and just continue to the right all the way. Keep going all the way from Route 131 to Route 130, like this, with horrible editing, and then eventually Route 129 is over here. You'll know you're there when you see the heavy rain kick in like this any second. It's a ways away, guys. Once you see the double trainers over here in Route 129, there are 2 potential spots, like I mentioned, the first of which would be right here. It would be a deep water spot. If it's not there, then the other location is not very far away. You can keep going to the right, and over here you'll see it tucked away in this corner. Now, if he mentions Route 125 instead, you're going to want to fly on over to Moss Deep City. Moss Deep City. I can speak, I promise, guys. From the Pokemon Center here, you want to make your way to the left, go down into the shallow water, and then edge Moss Deep City's border all the way up to the top. Once you go to the top over here, you can go ahead and surf off the shallow water, and there are 2 locations in Route 125 as well. The first one is from this little island over here that you can see with the indent on it. You can go ahead and make a right, and then you'll see a small island with just a rock on it. Then you can go up, and you'll see an island with 2 people, and then you go to the right. Right where I'm standing, above this little rock in the water, right here is a potential dive spot. If it's not there, that means there's another one, and it's going to be over here to the left. You go far to the left over here by the entrance of Shoal Cave. This entrance right here, you want to go left past the twins, and you can see right here this deep water diving spot. That's where your marine cave is going to be. Now, if he says Route 105 instead, you can go ahead and start off by flying to Dewford Town. And from the Pokemon Center in Dewford Town, you want to make your way to the north side of the city. From the beach up here, you can go ahead, well, you want to get all the way to the corner, and go ahead and surf to the left. You want to surf as left as you can until you hit a rock. That's going to be a good indicator on the right spot, and then you can go straight up from here. Once you go straight up, you'll see that heavy rain kick in, and right by this male swimmer, you'll see a dive spot here. If it is not here, then that means the other one is over here. You can cross this sandy island, go to the top portion of it, and by this red-haired girl over here, right in this spot that I'm standing, right here, Kyogre can also be there. Now, the 4th route that it could be in is Route 127. This is the worst one in my opinion. If it's in Route 127, I recommend flying to Moss Deep City. From the Pokemon Center, we're going to go to the right this time and go down this sandy path. That'll lead us to the shallow water again, and you can surf directly downward. Eventually, you're going to hit a rock like this. Just edge this rock, outline it all the way. Just keep going, outline it, and eventually you're going to find a nice little spot between the the water and this rock. Right where I'm standing near this fisherman, there should be a deep water diving spot. If there's not, then you know this by now. There's a second location. It's going to be down here. Follow the water, go straight down from this fisherman, and you'll find this like deep water trench. Just follow this around for a little bit until you find this skinny pathway that you could squeeze in between here. you're going to find a deep water dive spot over here, guaranteed, because this is not where Kyogre is. Then this is a short path that leads you over here to this place where you can resurface, and then in this little enclosed area of the rocks here, you can squeeze between the rock and the shallow water to dive under this spot over here. This is where the marine cave is going to be. So that's all 8 locations. Eventually you should find the marine cave depending on what route he guides you to, and once you're inside you can resurface the marine cave and you'll find a room. And of course, if you're interested in more free of fluff video guides like this one, go ahead and click the playlist that's on screen now. I hope you enjoyed, and Techno's out.